Welcome to the Silhouettes of Success podcast with your host, successful entrepreneur, broker, and business mentor, Amber Weitzer. Because success comes in all shapes, sizes, and styles, the Silhouettes of Success podcast is shining the light on industrious women with a collection of curated conversations of intentional inspiration designed to inspire your heart, ignite your mind, feed your soul, and gift you with actionable insights directly from inspirational, everyday women who've shown tenacity, grit, and grace, having taken on the challenges in their lives and business and won. Remarkable, down-to-earth, and relatable, Amber and her guests will share with you uplifting and extraordinary real-life success stories, motivational ideas that just might help spark something within you. With the deepest desire to serve you, help you grow so you can begin to shine the light that will illuminate your very own silhouette of success. So, let's get to it.
Hello and welcome to the Amber Weitzer podcast, Silhouettes of Success. It is my sincere pleasure to visit with our featured silhouette. She's a native of Dresden, Germany, and has become one of the leading executives in the river cruise industry. She embodies the true entrepreneurial spirit. She is poised, polished, and exudes light. In 2002, she co-founded AmaWaterways. She has been recognized as one of 2020 top 100 female founders by Inc. magazine for her relentless passion and commitment to creating the best experience for travel advisors, group leaders, and guests. So please help me welcome Kristin Karst, Executive Vice President and co-owner of AmaWaterways. Hello, Kristin.
Hello, Amber. Thank you so much for having me. It's truly an honor and a great pleasure.
Well, thank you. I am just so impressed and enamored with you and with everything you're doing. And the more I started researching and learning, the giddier I became. Just a little bit before we both signed on here, something that I did listen to is your new song.
Ama means love. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and just Destination Love, and it brought tears to my eyes. It's so beautiful.
It's a wonderful, wonderful song, and kudos to our marketing team and, of course, to David, our singer and onboard musician who has composed this song. I'm very proud of it, have to say.
Yes, and I'm excited to be able to share that and get it out there because it's a message, as we all know, is definitely needed more so lately than perhaps. So as we begin and you share your silhouette of success story with us today, would you like to share a little bit about your background with our audience?
Absolutely. So I actually was born in Dresden, the former eastern part of Germany. Was very lucky that Dresden, located on the Elbe River, my parents took me at an early age together with my brother river cruising, but on those dayboat paddle wheelers. And we would do this, go hiking, biking, fishing, and later my parents would take me on international trips. Even so, then we could only travel to the eastern side of the world, former Russia, former Soviet Union, Romania, Bulgaria, Hungary, all of these countries, which really created this hunger of, travel in me. So I later then decided to work in pretty much every school break in the local travel agency. But one of the few places to study economics of travel and tourism, got my hospitality management degree, later got my MBA. And in 1989, when the wall came down, I graduated. So now the whole world was open for me. I joined American Express, first in Germany, then got transferred to the headquarters in Switzerland, moved from there to California, where I met Rudi Schreiner. Then together we were at a different river cruise company, but decided shortly after we would love to create our own river cruise company. And that was in 2002. also together with the late Jimmy Murphy, our third partner, then we created AmaWaterways. 18 years ago now, when I look back in those 18 years, we created 25 beautiful ships cruising the Rhine, the Danube, all the rivers in France between the Seine, the Rhone, Bordeaux, the Douro River in Portugal, the Mekong River in Vietnam and Cambodia, and our most sophisticated, I would say, or ultimate luxury product is the Zambezi Queen on the Chobe River. That's a side arm of the Zambezi River between Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, and Zambia. That's where the 4 countries meet, 1.5 hours away from Victoria Falls. And during our journey, we had a couple of other rivers in our program, the Irrawaddy River in Myanmar. We cruised in Russia on the Volga River. But, there were political happenings you are all aware of. That was also the reason that we actually decided not to cruise on these rivers anymore, at least for the time being. But I never say no, ever. I mean, the future could be brighter there again, and we will be back and are building a new ship. And by the way, we are also building right now the brand new Amadalia, 68 guests only for the Nile River in Egypt, one of the most fascinating rivers in the world.
Oh my goodness. How you have just got to be filled with joy day in and day out. Do you ever have a bad day? No.
No,
it's exhilarating to just hear you share.
No, it's up to us. I always say if we decide we have a good day or a bad day, right? It is.
Yes.
I always try to see the glass half full and never the glass half empty. And every morning when I wake up, I say it's another beautiful day. We live only once. Every day that we don't make a good day is a wasted day. So I think it's important to always keep a great attitude, to decide we want to be happy. And because that's infectious. We are mentors for other people. We want to inspire our team, other people, our clients. And again, the world is too beautiful then not to be happy.
So very true. So what does a day in the life look like for you as far as business? And I'm quite confident no 2 days are ever the same.
No, and that makes it also so interesting, right? Day by day by day. Well, I did develop a routine which helps me to stay strong. Early morning when I get up, after making coffee, I dedicate the first half hour or maybe 45 minutes to well-being. That means no matter if in summer I will swim then, or if I do gentle exercise, core strength, stretching, yoga. This is also how I collect my thoughts for the day. Then, of course, I go on my first calls as we have operations teams and sales partners in Europe, in North America. I really try to accommodate their time zone. And then, of course, later comes into our North American time zone. I communicate with our team members here, with our partners. And we also have partners in Australia. That comes done later in the evening. So normally before COVID started, I would travel about 7 to 8 months of the year, either visiting travel partners or being on board our beautiful ships, being part of the, preparation team, questionings of our ships when we come out with the new ships, board meetings as well. But obviously 2020 has changed that. And I have very much adapted to the new virtual world. And I'm happy to reach out now to all our teams and travel partners via webinars, Zoom meetings, virtual conferences, sip and sail hours throughout the day. And I have to say, the virtual world has allowed us to get together with so many more travel advisor partners and clients around the world and pretty much at the same time. Sometimes I'm logging myself into a team meeting with Europe And then shortly after, I do one with the US. Well, I could not be doing the same hour or within the next 2 hours on both continents, right? So
Right.
I have to say, no matter what, it is giving us quite a lot of new opportunities, and we have to use them wisely. Because right now, there's so much pent-up demand being created. People want to travel again, especially our past guests who share beautiful, magical memories with their spouses, with their friends, with their families, and everyone wants to come back and travel again. And so there is a lot to prepare for the future right now.
Something I read that you had written or was in something magical, and it struck me. You said you open a storybook and every day you fill a blank page with an adventure.
Yeah, this is absolutely right. No matter if it's your experience, what you see, the pictures, but see, I mean, it is all about discovering the beautiful landscape, scenery, culture, and the most amazing people outside of our own countries. Everyone is living a little bit different, and we all become so much more tolerant when we have all these encounters. And of course, I love actually food. And that's why I need to work out as well. And because, even food is the key that opens the doors to explore a new culture. No matter if you have, Austrian or Hungarian or German food, or, the taste of the Asian or the African food. It's always a fantastic exploration of the world and the senses. Yeah.
Yeah, and you did that also so beautifully with your new song, with the music, because music is another language. The music, the food, the travel, the experiences. And when you speak to doing everything on the virtual level at this moment, and so much of what you do is inspire, you're still doing that in all of those aspects. As far as being the leader in that position that you're in your role, how do you continue to provide that inspiration as a mentor to your team? How has that changed maybe the way that you approach?
It is very important, or I can say I was very fortunate to be able to surround myself, and I would say for Rudi it was the same, as business owners, with people who share the same genuine interest that we have. It's all about customer service. It is innovation. It's constantly thinking about what's coming next to provide the most magical, most enjoyable and memorable experience for our customers. Truly a life experience. And that also drives me forward whenever these emails or phone calls are coming back to say, you have just created the best moments in life for me. It's the best compliment. It's the best inspiration. But we could not do anything without our teams, right? No matter where they are. And it's also very important for me to surround myself with a wonderful group of intelligent, strong women. Women that I turn to, as my own support system. Whenever we have our business meetings, we brainstorm, we share thoughts and ideas. But also outside of the business world, we get together. Before, maybe it was the real happy hour over a good glass of wine. Now it's a virtual sip and sail hour, right? Where we also share our own thoughts with how is the family doing? What are the friends? How are the parents? Is everyone still happy and healthy? And all of these things, because you have to really take interest in everyone's life, right? Business is important, but real life is important too. Both actually is so much together, and we have to be there to support each other the same way they support us, or I want to support them every step along the way.
So amazing to hear that. And when you talk about surrounding yourself with those intelligent women and the smart women, and then also having that outside of the business hour engagement with each other, is that maybe the same group that you might turn to if you need inspiration? What sources or resources inspire you?
Yeah, absolutely. I get a lot of inspiration from these women that are around me. During the course of the company, I mentioned 25 ships. We also selected some wonderful godmothers from the industry, women that have set their mark in the hospitality industry, have built their businesses, have inspired over so many years. At one point, I went and asked them if they would become a godmother for one of our ships. So these women give me a lot of inspiration as well. And it's the early morning talks with my own mom, who now at age 84 and living in Germany, still all her words of wisdom is just absolutely wonderful to go back to her. And I didn't even mention the young women, the young leaders that are coming in. Currently, we are mentors to them, but so often I listen also to their own thoughts, because they see the world in a very different way, including my own daughter. So she's 27 now, and she has taught me quite a bit. And so some of the young people in our own company as well. It is very important to put yourself constantly into the shoes of either your customers, your team members, no matter what age they are. And then, of course, every day is a learning day, and it's never boring, and it's meaningful.
It's very true what you say. And my daughter is 24, and isn't it enlightening on what they teach us?
Oh yeah, for sure it is.
Yes.
And it will
Yes.
never stop. Yeah, no matter what age we are, there is always so much to see it really from their own set of eyes. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So, was there ever a specific point in time, event, or key situation in your professional life that you can point to, or a memory you recall that really forced you to take a monumental or major shift in your career path or business? And if you can think of something, was it positive or painful, and how did it help you grow?
Good question. And needless to say that 2020 is proving to be a very interesting year, right?
Yes,
So
indeed.
through challenges have come new opportunities, as I had mentioned. Now, we have always focused our sales and marketing efforts on the North American English-speaking markets. But with the travel restrictions in place this year, we decided to take on a series of river cruise charters for German-speaking guests this summer. And obviously my own background and that I speak the language helped us there. But this successful experience has opened up new partnerships. And how we will decide to adapt to local markets will be interesting to see in the years ahead. When I look at our marketing team, we had to freeze our marketing budget. They had to reinvent themselves. And so many wonderful things came out of it. That's why I always say out of challenges come new opportunities. During these 18 years of our journey with AmaWaterways, we always have faced crises. We have started our business right after 9/11. So that was certainly not an easy time to get started. And while the first year was very difficult, the pent-up demand really was so much there that every year turned out to be a better year and a more successful year. We went through volcano eruptions over Iceland where planes couldn't fly. That was just for 2 weeks. Now it's for a much longer time, but it taught us how to overcome certain things. We went through acts of terrorism in Europe. We went through high and low water situations where we had to alter itineraries, but still our customers came back to say it was the most enjoyable river cruise experience of their life. So it's always how to make it still happen and how to turn it around to make it really the very, very best thing that is possible. we also know that people usually have short-term memories. That means whatever has happened now, in a couple of years from now, hopefully it's forgotten. People will be traveling again, but hopefully they travel with a different mindset, much more attentive to our environment, slower travel, living the moment, environment friendly, because sustainable tourism is extremely important. Where we also say, do we have to travel such a long distance? Can we maybe have shorter itineraries? Again, back to slower travel, saving a lot of fuel, being more environment friendly. Also, right now, when I look at our food, we so often go to local fishermen, right? We have contracts with them to get fresh fish, but to also support the local economy. The same with fruits, with vegetable, all of these things to really be mindful with everything what we do.
That is just so innovative, as I know that that is something that you talked about earlier, but the deeper appreciation for it all is so charming and it is so responsible. But at the same time, I agree with you. 2020 has definitely brought us all to hopefully see that, to slow down, to get ahead, or to slow down and to savor the moments in life, because you're right. Every day is a blessing, and not all opportunities are created equal. So, so you really do have to have the mindset to want to embrace and do some adjusting. Wow, that's great. So when do you feel that you are at your best?
When I'm at my best. Wow.
Yes.
Well, I say, let's be natural. Let's be authentic. I would never pretend, right? I always try to be happy, as I mentioned. You know, I have a lot of women, or in general, people in life who have inspired me. And I'm always writing a Monday morning message to my team. And every Monday morning message has a quote. So there is a special lady, her name is, and I'm sure you know her, Maya Angelou. And I love her quotes. And the one that I love the most is, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And I do think that by being human and being cheerful, being polite, being genuine, being kind, these gentle acts of kindness, that's when really people will never forget how you made them feel. And I try to instill this in every person, our crew members, our cruise managers, our team members. Then we treat everyone with our own politeness and as human beings, then it all comes back and our customers will all get treated like royalty, right? It's one chain. And that is when we build our mutual respect for each other, when we truly are like a family. So it doesn't have to be only your blood or your personal family. I consider our entire team, all our team members, my family, our AmaWaterways family. We share everything together. We have built everything together. And so many of our guests are becoming part of our family. Yeah, and they stay in touch with our team members. And I think that is just a wonderful way to walk through life.
So well said. Thank you for sharing that. So as we start to see the luminescent contours of your silhouette, can you share a little bit more about, and you've shared about Maya Angelou, is there any other favorite authors or books, maybe a leader or somebody that you follow that others might also look to? Is there anybody you have in mind that you would share?
Unfortunately, in my time, I don't have too much time to really read books anymore. However, I mean, there are many actually that I follow. I love what they say, talking about maybe Michelle Obama. You know, I think she was an extremely and is still extremely strong woman. She also had a quote to say, just try new things. Don't be afraid. step out of your comfort zones and so on. That is always so important, to really step out, to be open for so many new ideas, because there will be so many anxious moments until the fog clears. But it's
Yes.
about being confident, and we are driving our road, right? We have to be able to react to turns. We have to quickly adjust to avoid unseen obstacles. We have to keep alert and willing to take this necessary detour to avoid those traffic jams, right? And all of
Yes.
this while never losing sight of the purpose of our journey, which is to have a joyful and safe ride, full of memorable experiences for our guests. So yeah, hopefully that puts it all into the best light here.
Yes, it's perfectly charming. I agree with that. We do have to try new things. We have to experience those things, and that time does get away from us. So I am excited when things do open up. So, because again, everything that you are presenting in your beautiful, beautiful company just puts you in a state of euphoria. Virtually just watching it and reviewing, you've got an amazing blog and the videos, and just seeing all of the opportunities of what lies ahead that you're presenting and sharing for all of us. So thrilled for that to happen. So as we wrap up, where can our audience go to connect with you on your socials or to support you in your continued success?
Yeah, that's a very nice question. So we have a beautiful website, www.AmaWaterways.com. That's where you probably also found my blog, right?
Yes.
Where I write, frequently about a lot of things that are relevant, give information about the company, the team members, maybe about the day of one of our pastry chefs on board. I always think about topics, what could be of interest for our clients, our readers, our team members. Obviously, for our travel advisors, we have our own special travel agent portal where they find a lot of inspiration, our Travel Advisor Academy. You can find me on LinkedIn. We have an AmaWaterways Facebook page. So there are many, many ways how you can, or our readers, our clients can reach me. And obviously I have to be very mindful because I want to get back to many as soon as possible and so on. But
Yes.
here is to the team again, right? And of course you communicated with Karen. Karen is with me now for almost 12 years. She's my left and my right hand. I'm very, very happy and proud to have her. Yeah, but I think those are great resources. Our clients, they can request our brochures as well. We have our own AmaWaterways YouTube channel. You saw there all our videos, most likely. So there are many, many ways to get in contact with us for sure.
Perfect. And I will make sure that we share all of those links so everybody can go find you. Because right now, I tell you, until we are able to really get back out there 100%, they are treats for the spirit. They are like virtual mini vacations to uplift your spirit. So I want to share all of that with our audience. So, Kristin, thank you once again for sharing your silhouette of success with us. It's been a complete joy, and I do treasure the opportunity and truly look forward to seeing you on one of the cruises in 2021.
Amber, it has been absolutely my pleasure. And I know that it is the human connection that is really the most important part. And this human connection will all bring us together again. And I know that the rivers will throw us the best celebration ever. So
Oh, I love that. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
one thing what we also have done, having this European heritage Rudi and myself, he coming from Vienna, from the Danube, I from Germany, we always had a more conservative approach, quality over quantity, but we put everything what we earned back into our business. So no matter if our ships are standing still or have to stand still right now, we can sleep well during the night. We don't have any debts, so we paid off all our ships. And that is something that I also want our listeners to know. AmaWaterways is a financially very stable company. Almost all our people are still with us. Again, back to the humans, that is your most important asset, I really want to say. And we cannot wait for the moment, once the travel ban gets lifted, that we can all come together again and then really enjoy these magical moments together. And I know 2021 will be the year. And until then, we have to be a little bit patient. And in the meantime, we live on the lake and we have a small boat as well. It's called the Rudi. I make fun and I say, until then, I invite everyone to come and join us to cruise on our Rudi here.
With a good glass of wine, perhaps, as well, right?
With a very good glass of wine, absolutely.
Yes.
A wonderful sunset.
Yes, world class, without a doubt. Oh my goodness. You have lifted my it's evening here for me, and thank you so much. It was joyful. It truly was. My cheeks are hurting from giggling. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Amber. And again, look forward to, speaking to you soon again, and hopefully to welcome you in the not too, far distance,
yes.
to enjoy one of our beautiful river cruises in the future. Thank you so much. And happy holidays to you.
Yes, and to you as well. Have a wonderful evening.
Yes, you too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Silhouettes of Success podcast. If you enjoyed the show, make sure you subscribe so you automatically get new episodes, and we'd love if you left us a review. We'd love to keep you in the ripple of support flowing and encourage you to pass on the light to help illuminate another's silhouette of success. So, please share this podcast on all your socials. Amber would love to hear from you, and you can find her on Facebook, LinkedIn, or head over to amberweitzer.com to reach out. To find out the latest ways to inspire your heart, ignite your mind, and gain actionable insights, subscribe at amberweitzer.com. The Silhouettes of Success is for those women who want to illuminate their success in life and business and pass it on to support others. We are honored and humbled that you've tuned in.